Okay, I have a comment on, meta basically, about the discussion about the people here. And I'm going to talk about voices in the head and to a lesser extent, um Naomi Knight or Naomi various accounts. And though that's really just, I mean, her appearance in this is just a bit incidental, but I guess, I don't know, but she's good friends or something along, or more, I don't know, but she knows and likes voices in the head as a person, and she knows him better than me, of course. Now, this is regarding this video drama. StarMexus84 is the real coward. Now, I might know who that is under some other handle, but it's not somebody I've followed. And Voices in the Head, I haven't really followed either, but I've probably seen, a half dozen of his videos, or because the replies go back and forth, maybe, a dozen or something over time. And so I'm kind of, and I remembered who he was. Sometimes you see people you don't really remember that it's the same person next time you see him for a while. And I pretty much, I think maybe I was introduced to you during some of the fake Sega drama and pwnage. And anyway, so I did remember. So, I'm kind of familiar, but I don't really watch all the videos. The thing is, and so I'm not going to talk about StarMexus or whether he's a wimp or any of this stuff, but what really, he goes into describing how this guy evidently denies having gotten pwned, which I hate even using that. It should be owned. That's it. And it shouldn't be pwned either. But anyway, so the guy denies being pwned, and really I just hate saying that word. But anyway, and Voices in the Head is like, well, here's the objective facts. Here's the facts of how you got pwned. You close your account and you almost cry, or you cried, or whatever. So I said there's no such thing as pwnage. That was my comment. And a couple of people have answered. One, A Lovely Time, said, YT pwnage is real. And my response, which A Lovely Time, understood, so maybe you will. I was just thinking A Lovely Time is, I almost assumed it was a woman, but it doesn't need to be, but it's funny, a sentiment like that. Associated as a feminine name, like seeing the A on the end of a name or something. I said, I think if you make someone panic or cry online or close their account, you have not pwned them. You've caused them to panic, cry, or close their account online. So that's sort of a classical literalist approach, because there really isn't any, the point is, you can't tell who pwned who out of objective facts. Pwning is about emotional manipulation. The only thing that really redeems it at all is that it's mutual. It's like boxing. It's okay because both guys get in the ring on purpose and they enjoy this as a game. Fine. But what I was really going to mention, that's just context, was I'm coming back and I'm checking the small subthread of replies to my comment. And I happened to see a comment from a guy named Chindu who says, you give bad vibes. And Naomi Knight replies, then you don't know him that well. Okay, and that made me think about how the internet works. First of all, I know I don't know Voices in the Head well. And furthermore, it's like a lot of people assume what they see on a YouTube channel is how the person is. That if they saw them in real life, they'd see more of that. And they have that exactly backwards. Okay, exactly backwards. People come online and communicate often are indulging something that they do a lot less in the rest of their life. That's why they come here to do it. So especially like a Voices in the Head. I mean, insofar as he has this emotional interactions with people, it's cathartic. I seriously doubt. Now, I don't know anything besides him in YouTube, but I'm just guessing if he's doing psychology research or study or something, an academic environment, he probably does not engage with, his academic rivals even the way you do on YouTube. I mean, there's a time and a place, and YouTube can be cathartic. And, if you liked boxing, you don't go back to university in the psychology department and box somebody. You do it on the side. So I actually assume that what I see of people online is generally not at all representative of their whole character. But I do want it to be somewhat representative. It should be a facet. I better watch to see if I run out of time. It should be like a facet of their personality. So if somebody comes online and is just like, they love lemons, and they talk about lemons and the various kinds of lemons, and there's green lemons, and there's lemons all the time. You wouldn't expect that to be their whole life. Probably when you meet them in the regular world, they're not so like, even if it's just so that they're not socially inept, but probably beyond that, they don't really probably want to burden everybody with their love of lemons. No, they like to find another person that is a big lemon fan, and you can do that kind of thing online. But the facet you see is true. It really is what they think about lemons. It's just there's all these facets you get nothing about. Okay. So, this is not pwning what I'm doing, and this is not even drama. This is called criticism. Okay. But in terms of him giving off a bad vibe, well, I have no doubt that if Naomi knows him personal level, that she knows a much more genuine character, and she should go with her judgment of that as opposed to YouTube videos. But I only have the YouTube videos to go with. It looks like this might be all staticky, which is going to piss me off. But I almost don't want to continue, but I guess I'll finish it and you have to read it, whatever. So where was I? I only have the videos to go from. And this gives off a bad vibe, An adult man that talks about pwnage at all is right away suspect. At the very least, he has a crazy, laughable hobby. But there's nothing wrong with crazy, laughable hobbies. It's like if somebody can be a PhD physicist and enjoy pro wrestling. It could be kind of funny, but not really. It's just like, great, yeah, we need these cathartic things, and that's what we choose. On the other hand, I pass a little bit of judgment on the aggro things where it's not just a physical contest, but it's a put-down emotional contest. I really hate that. I've always hated people that have manipulated other people's emotions to cause those people pain or for their own personal benefit. And that's what pwning is about. But if it's mutual, fine. I'm not going to say it makes you a bad person. It could be cathartic. But it's a bad vibe. I mean, for an adult man to be on there saying, we drove you off YouTube, made you cry, so obviously we objectively won. That's a fucking bad vibe.